Today I attended my first driver's exam, and boy, let me tell you, was it a roller coaster. It had a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. Now, in a roller coaster, like being in a roller coaster is the only scenario where having downs is fun. Any other scenario than that, you just get depressed, really depressed. So, I've had a lot of people counting on me so that I would actually pass this exam. And it's not like this was the first time where I attended an exam of which I had to practice for months and even years. No, no, no. My university exam also was pretty similar to this. In fact, it was even bigger than this. At least you get to try this every month, only once though, which is a pretty shooty. Like, I don't have that patience, but we just have to wait. Waiting is one of the hardest things of all time, and you are expected to do that for an entire month just to get one more try again, and there is no guarantee that you will win. That's the type of, in fact, even anxiety, if I may say so, that you're going to live once you failed one driver's exam. But the most important thing is to just to believe in yourself and definitely don't panic. I myself didn't panic, but let me tell you exactly how I failed this exam. So, the road that I was driving on had two paths. One path, the cars were driving forward, and in the left path, cars were driving backwards. So I was in the right path, and I was going straight up. No issue. Actually, I was jerking slightly to the right, slightly, ever so more, and more and more. So in between, I had that issue. Unfortunately, that never happened to me, by the way, only in this exam. And I have to be honest, like that pressure definitely didn't affect me in the right way. In fact, it was pretty dang hard to do the same main tasks that I was doing in the practice. Um, in this exam situation, like this pressure that is laid on you, it feels like freaking Bradley Martin laid 50 lb dumbbells, two of them on your shoulders. So yeah, that was not a pleasant feeling. 50, let's make that 150. There you go. And the pressure was real, and so the thing was, those lines that are in between those two paths, that line has slowly faded away, so there was no line. So basically, there was this turning point. I had to turn, make a left. So I put my signal, I opened it to the left. Now I'm going to turn left, easy, right? Well, to my luck, there came a truck right in front of me, and I don't know if this was fate or not. It probably was fate. Like I'm the type of guy that doesn't believe in coincidences. I think everything happens for a reason, whatever that reason is, pretty small or not. It just really there really is a reason for example, everyone's death, every mishabits that are happening. Yeah, I mean, I really, for example, today, even today, I questioned why exactly this happened. Like, I felt pretty comfortable and all that. Well, anyways, the reason may not be explained to me as in now, but I'll definitely see the actual reason in the future. And that has happened to me countless of times. Like, I can't even count it. Like, I think probably like 40 times where I got the answer after the horrible experiences I've had. This is probably going to be one of them. So, anyways, this truck was right in front of us, and I had to stop, right? So I pressed the brake, and for some reason, my teacher, my driver's teacher, by the way, this guy, I have nothing against him, but I'm pretty sure he was a little bit too misjudging, like just judging. This guy, for example, you aren't allowed to accidentally stop your car twice. Actually, no. In the second one, it's over. But you are allowed to do it once. So I stopped it on accident once, and he immediately broke the exam there. So I was going to turn left, right, but the truck was in front of me, so I had to stop. But then he, for some reason, is insulting me, saying I was the one that stopped the car, not you, which is kind of ridiculous. But then afterwards, he did say that okay, you also tried to stop it, but if I wasn't there, we would have been dead. That's a pretty big assumption. Like that's definitely not true. I definitely stopped the car, but yeah, life is not a wish concert, whatever the heck that means. So I did stop the car, and we continued. Then again, this was a point where this guy was really like out of patience. He kept reminding me, "You keep this up, and I'm going to end the exam." So that obviously rose the pressure. Like those sentences rose the pressure up to 20 times the normal deal. Anyways, so after turned to the left, I had to stop. But what the heck went wrong there? Huh. Okay. Here's the thing that actually made me fail the exam. Like this was the final nail in the coffin. And yeah, this is where I stopped my car in accident. It probably had to do with the clutch pedal. And speaking of clutch pedal, let's talk about this son of a gun. The clutch pedal is your worst nightmare of actually any car driver, at least the manual drivers. Automatic drivers don't have to deal with this BS. But we manual drivers who can't even afford an automatic car, or you actually have to drive an manual car to get a manual car driver's license. So I kind of messed up pressing it, like putting the right pressure on it or something like that. I don't even know. Like this stuff is just so confusing. It's even probably easier to explain rocket science. So the clutch pedal is just a jerk, like your little annoying cousin that you don't want to play with. The clutch pedal, the amount of pressure you have to put onto it differentiates from car to car. Now, if that already isn't the biggest pain in the butt, it also F's up on you more than it should. And this was the worst timing. He. The clutch pedal has a mind of its own. You can be the most skillful car driver of all time, and this piece of shoot will still give up on you. And it really chose the worst timing of all time. This was the final nail on the coffin. My teacher just said to my other teacher that I actually know, I'm actually familiar with. He just turned around and said, "Yeah, we have to cut it short here. That's it." As soon as he said that, my heart broke into. I can't even count the amount of pieces it shattered into. Like I'm still trying to collect the shards and try to piece them together to even have the right mindset to go through my daily life. But yeah, this was one of the worst. Like this is one of the situations where you just feel like a piece of shoot that's stuck on the side road, and you would rather replace your life with a clam deep inside the sea, or you just want to be a worm that just crawls under a rock. I don't even know if worms do that. Yeah, I didn't study biology, no. So it was one of those times. One other time was in middle school. So basically, this one kid stole my pen, and I had to chase after him. And to gain more speed, my backpack was always pretty dang heavy all the time for some reason, and I had to take that off and try to catch that kid. While I was doing that, this other kid, basically, this is the strongest kid in the entire school. No one ever had the courage to stand up to him. So this son of a gun, of all the people, he had to be the one to see my school bag on the ground. So he just picked that up and threw it over a wall that it was so high you needed to walk around the entire building to get it. So right after I realized that I got my pen, I looked behind me and where the heck was my backpack? But I actually caught the kid actually doing that. And you know what he did? He just smiled back at me and just went home. While that happened, I felt like the lowest piece of scum, even though I did nothing wrong. Being a victim of anything is just pretty horrible, especially when you fail a driver's license. But I do have to say, failing a driver's license is way worse because, man, is it hard to wait for your next opportunity. Like, just given one time chance in a month, I mean, you've got to be kidding me. I don't even have the patience to sit 2 days without relapsing of my bad habits. And now you're expecting me to wait another 30 days? And by the way, time is something that never goes fast unless you don't count it. So, my takeaway here is if you have to wait for something or scenario that's going to happen in the future, in the late future, better not even think about it until the last moment. And this is one of the scenarios for me. Obviously, I'm going to take another courses in order to master pretty much everything at this point, even the streets. Yeah, this was my main. This was my main mistake, not analyzing the streets. Then again, I didn't even want to call this my mistake because I did basically anything my teacher did. I took the exact same route during the exam that my teacher and me did in the practices, and for some reason, fate just said, "Nope, not this time. I don't want you to win." I mean, why? Why? What did I wrong? Is it my hair? Do you guys not like my hair? Probably not. I mean, I'm not even proud of this hair myself. Then again, this is the best I can do. I don't want to go bald, so yeah, this is something that I have to work with. But I mean, I'm sure that that ticked fate pretty off in the wrong way. Then again, there was also like. Then again, I was not a bad person in general, so sometimes fate just decides to be a butthole. We have to live with that. We have to swallow that pill that nobody likes the taste of. It's just one of those scenarios in life. It's a cake. It's actually a pile of poop that is covered in chocolate, and we have to bite into it. But then we have to also realize that we have been just fooled. You are so confident of your skill that you just think you can beat up any guy, you can master any skill, you can learn martial arts, you can learn different foreign languages, but as soon as you don't have the permission of fate, nothing's going to work out for you. This was one of the scenarios. At least I don't have to wait an entire year. Yeah, I'm still thankful for this. Like, waiting a whole month, I mean, I can do it. It's not gonna be easy, though. I've experienced worse. Definitely. I wanted to be like feel like a prodigy that skillfully mastered the art of car driving in less than a month, and was the first in my family to pass the driver's exam in his first try. Like, would it have been such a horrible thing for me to actually pass the driver's exam in my first try? I don't think I'm asking for too much here, am I? I mean, if I am, just tell me. Like, yeah. Then again, there are a lot of prodigies I know, people who are just way more skillful than you, you know. And by the way, my teacher was exactly one of those type of persons. As soon as he entered the car, I was like, holy shit, the pressure in this room just got real. Like, this guy, it feels like he didn't even have this bachelor graduation. He got his academic graduation, if that's the right term. Like, this guy is the type of person that says, your daughter calls me daddy too. It was exactly that type of person. I mean, if the weather wasn't hot, he probably would have came to the exam with shorts on. That's really not an over exaggeration. That's the kind of BS that I had to go through. Anyways, let's not push the limits. I'll see you guys next time.